I wanted to share with you something else that I enjoy. This is Ganesh, one of my favorite gods, if not the favorite god, because he is the opener of ways, and I need lots of ways opened. And this is a bracelet my friend gave me. It has lava stones, and she sprayed jasmine perfume on them, and they absorb the fragrance, and so it still smells like jasmine. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful remembrance. There's nothing like fragrance to cause energy change or induce a feeling. Last year I read Maria Rilke, and I know that title is going to be backwards in the video, but every day it's a daily reader, and I really love the way that he looks at the world. He's a poet, and just the words that he uses are exquisite. His original language was German, but the passage or the lines that I want to read today are from a letter he wrote, and he said, "The tasks that have been entrusted to us are often difficult. Almost everything that matters is difficult, and everything matters." And this also reminds me of one of my favorite shows is Advent Children. And in it, Cloud and Sephiroth have a battle, and Sephiroth, if I remember this correctly, he said to Cloud, "Tell me the thing that you cherish the most, so that I can take it away from you, or destroy it or whatever." And up to this point, Cloud had been kind of losing the battle, but at that point he reached something far, far down, and he said the deepest kind of truth that he finally realized for himself, because he'd kind of had a tough few years. And he shouted, he yelled, "There is nothing I do not cherish." And then, of course, he thrashed Sephiroth. Who basically became a baby in his arms after that. Because Sephiroth became Sephiroth through his wounds. And I have those words, "There's not a thing that I do not cherish," have rung in my ears and in my heart ever since then, and it is my motto. There is not a thing that I do not cherish. And I want to invite you to love the world, and to love yourself, and to love other people, to be in love with the world. And I also like the word embrace. A lot of talk is that we get to some kind of spiritual peace by detachment, but I'm like, I want to be attached. I've actually come to a greater understanding of what detachment is. It doesn't preclude love. So that was a misunderstanding on my part anyway, but I want to be here. And I think that I invite you to make the same decision, because I think that you have to want to be here in order to be able to do, if we say we want to fix this bad world, we can't be wanting to leave. We need to want to be here. Now, this decision on my part is not an accident. This didn't just happen. I didn't just wake up all this way. And also, I still have troubles with the way I feel, like my emotions. I don't walk around thinking everything's great all the time. In fact, I have to keep making that I don't have to keep making it as a decision, but I have to keep deciding if I'm going to live by that decision, because I move mountains every day, maybe not like some people do. I know there's people who have. I've been spared many things and blessed in many ways, but I still wake up and think, another day. But to me, it felt worse when I wanted to leave. And coming from way back in my past, I'm in my late 40s now, but, my whole younger adult life was very, 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 very challenging on many, many levels. And I literally dreaded waking up every morning. And as I learned to heal, part of my healing were the decisions that I made. And one of the decisions, a couple of the decisions I made as I decided to wake up every morning and meet that life again, that I wasn't going to be a wimp about this. And nobody's a wimp, because if you woke up at all, you're not a wimp. And the second thing is I decided that I needed to place worth on other things. Whether or not something had worth was my decision. It wasn't going to just jump up and have worth. Like, oh, I had a great job. Now I can feel worth for myself, or worth for my life. Or, oh, I have the kind of foods I want to eat, or I have the clothes that, the clothes I want to wear, and the marriage that I want. So now I can feel okay. I learned to decide that everything that was happening was valuable and worthwhile. And this is something you have to do from inside of you. The world is not going to make you feel worthy. In fact, the world will do everything it can to not make you feel worthy. I mean, it's not on purpose. It's just the way it is. It's a hard place. Earth is a hard place. But if you decide to wake up, and it doesn't mean you have to feel cheerful all the time or feel kind even all the time, but this basic philosophy that it's worthwhile to be here. And, some people want to, die and go to heaven, like they're just waiting for that moment when they can rise from this place. That's not even on my list of things to do. I don't want to leave this place ever. I finally got here, and I don't want to leave. I came here to do certain things, and I came here to enjoy this place, and I haven't seen enough mountains, and I haven't seen enough rivers, and I haven't seen enough faces. I'm not done, and I'm never going to be done. And even if I ever get some kind of heaven where I get, glory or something nice, a nice couch to sleep on or whatever, that's not going to last very long for me. I'll be like, can you just send me back? Because I want to be in the deep end. I want to be in the middle of it. Now, not everybody has to have the exact same attitude, but while you are here, wouldn't it be nice to place some value on the fact that you're here, and to place value on other human beings, even if things seem horrible? Even things like, even a lot of people feel okay about like hating a president. And when the administration we had before, there were people I knew that hated him, and now that we have this administration, people hate him. And yes, we have to stand up for what we believe is right, but all of them, even our presidents, even the tyrants that are in the world, are people, and they got to where they are by human forces. And if I met anyone, I would, shake their hands first. Even if I met the president of North Korea, who I probably have no respect for on one level, but on another level, I'd put my hand out and shake his hand and ask him how his day went. And I would ask him about his mother. I would ask him what's worrying him right now. I was asking about what pleases him right now. And I would care about what he has to say. Now, if he were to ever listen to me, I might tell him he might need to want to rethink the way he's grooving in this lifetime. But the opportunity to place value on people and on experiences is a very high priority, man, and I invite you to the same. And I feel that that's the way to go, in my opinion, the way to go if you would like to make the world move toward peace. Start with your own peace and the value that you place on things. And I want to read just a few more Rilke, and then I'll go. There's a sonnets to Orpheus, and so he talks about singing, and he says, and I'm sorry I'm taking so long to find it. I had it ready and then it dropped out. Okay. song, as you teach us, is not a grasping, not a seeking for some final consummation. To sing is to be. Easy for a God, but when do we simply be? When do we become one with earth and stars? It is not achieved, young friend, by being in love, however vibrant that makes your voice. Learn to forget that you sang like that. It passes. Truly to sing takes another kind of breath. A breath into the void. A shudder in God. A wind. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to feel good. Love is being, and that song is being. How can we embrace our sorrows, or learn how to love, or see what we lose, when we die? Only your song over the earth honors our life and makes it holy. And then the last little bit. Praise, dear one. Let us disappear into praising.